welcome to Deadly Dames, and we're back looking at our top 100 horror movies. So we ended on the segment which is like our top 10 scenes that kind of were a stand out for us in a film. And we ended on The Ring. So we're coming to New Nightmare. I remember seeing New Nightmare at a neighbour's house when I was a kid with you. I think you actually gave up because we did a double bill with the original It and then the New Nightmare, and I think you ran away after Pennywise.
No, I did watch that one as well. I watched The New Nightmare with you.
But the scene in The New Nightmare that always scared me was him coming up out the kid's bed. That scene always freaked me out.
It kind of creeped me out when he opened his mouth really
Oh,
wide and tried yeah.
His tongue. And he sticks
And
out.
it was good as well. It was good to get away from the funny Freddy and back to the
scary Freddy.
Dark Freddy.
The babysitter scene was nasty as well because the kids there reaching for her, but yeah, New Nightmare had to be in here somewhere. Rabid, because vampires were kind of overdone, and Rabid comes out with an armpit vampire. So it was just the first time you see the armpit bite somebody, you think, what's happening? It's David Cronenberg, that's what was happening. But it's I don't think I ever recovered from the armpit zombie, armpit vampire. Cujo always disturbed me. The scene with the mum and the kid were in the back of the car, and the kid's going to die because they're dying of thirst and heat stroke. And that scene always was really tense and creeped me out because you felt for the mum. Does she get out the car and get eaten by the giant dog, or does she let her son die? And that always kind of played on me.
But her son would have died no matter what she did. Like, there was nothing that she could do.
She does save him in the movie, but not in the book.
No, not
in the book. He die. Final Destination. This is another one which was a breath of fresh air because when Scream came out, there was like loads and loads of copies, and some of them are good, like Urban Legend is quite good and stuff like that. But there was so many things that came out after Scream that were the same idea, that when Final Destination came out, it completely took me by surprise again, because this isn't somebody in a mask killing you, this is death himself. And the reason why we put it on here is because nobody that I know who's seen Final Destination, any of the Final Destination movies, gets on a plane without thinking I better look out for signs, or drives on the motorway and sees a truck with logs on it and thinks, oh, Final Destination. That's 2. But nobody, that's what I'm meaning from this franchise, what it
I actually
led
said to Alex that the other day, you need to go in a different lane, there's a truck with logs in. He's going, what? And I was like, just do it. Just get off that lane.
Go into a different one.
Yeah.
But the same with planes, like there's nobody, and even from what happened in this movie, all the signs that we see, how many of us every day have like a moment where something happens and goes, oh, it's Final Destination? And that's what this movie did to us, and that's what's the bit, it's the opening sequence to this movie, where he has that flash, and then you see the teacher reaching over for the kids whose seats are blown out the plane. Oh, that creeped the life out of me.
Did I ever tell you what happened when we were going on a plane and Alex gave me into trouble? I seen clouds and I said, is that smoke coming out the engine? But I didn't realise the woman beside me had a real fear of flying and started to have a panic attack.
Oh no!
you broke the passenger.
Yeah, I wasn't. I just went, is that smoke out? And he goes, no, Alison, it's clouds. And the woman was going, it's like, I'm sorry.
She Final Destination too late. Then we've got Reanimator, and I think the scene for everybody, well, there's many scenes in Reanimator, but let's just say a head doing things to a woman. You're not going to get that out your head.
And the intestines as well.
Yeah, the living intestines, but it's a scene where he's like he's a head, and he goes down on her. It's wrong, right? But I love Reanimator, but that scene does stick with you. And then we've got Near Dark. I love a couple of scenes in Near Dark. The bar scene where everybody goes mental and like what do you call him? The actor.
Lance Henriksen.
No, not the other one. Guy that he died a couple of years ago.
Oh,
Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton, yeah, great actor. But the scene where he's like kicking the guy's throat with his little spur at the back of his boot. And then the end sequence in this with like the little kids running after the other little kid. The kid vampire's chasing the kid lassie. And he's on fire. That scene always sticks in my mind. But I love Near Dark. And I will absolutely never buy the Blu-ray until someone releases one that doesn't look like Twilight.
I was thinking that.
Even though I really want the Blu-ray, I'm not doing it until somebody gives it the justice that it deserves. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, although if you just wrote Night Elm Street 3, oh god, yep. Claire. Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was actually the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie that we've seen at our cousin's house. every year we went there, they liked to play a horror film for us, and it was usually always a Nightmare on Elm Street one, but 3 was the most played. And the reason why it's on this list is because I was absolutely petrified of the scene where he puppeteers a boy using his veins. It is disgusting. The veins pop out and he just puppeteers them, and it's gross. The special effects in it were just minging. And the sound effect that they use in that scene's also disgusting. I know. It's still disgusting to this day. It is a bit silly in some of the scenes, but that particular scene's just bleh. So the next one we've got is horror classics. And these are just movies that could not be on the list. So, the original Frankenstein, Universal's Frankenstein.
Could not be on the list.
Could not be on the list, right? That probably makes more sense. The original Frankenstein from Universal Monsters, amazing movie. Who doesn't like Frankenstein? I'd say that, and one that's slightly further down this list. If you really wrote Creature Blah Lagoon. Jesus Christ.
Where did you see that? Oh,
Creature Blah Lagoon.
Do you remember as a joke we always used to call it Creature from the Blue Lagoon? Because
Yeah.
that movie was terrible.
But that one and Creature from the Blah Lagoon is I'm broken. Those are, in my own opinion, and I think you agree, best Universal monster movies.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's a classic for me. I think just the idea, I love the book, I just love the idea of Frankenstein's monster, and he creates this person from dead bodies. Dark Knight the Scarecrow, absolutely amazing movie. It's weird because it's kind of like a revenge movie, but also supernatural. It's hard to describe. I would just say watch it, because that's how good it is. It was actually made for TV movie, but it's never really had a release that it is justified for how good the movie is. Where am I? I've lost where I am.
House of Wax original.
Oh, the original House of Wax. Vincent Price, legend. I love the original House of Wax. And do you know something that's actually pretty scary? For considering when it was made, the idea behind it, that he's kidnapping people and turning them into wax sculptures, is creepy. Imagine having wax poured over you.
I know.
Oh,
My granny went to see that in the pictures when it came out.
she got kicked out.
Oh no, that was something different. She got sacked from her job at Pictures because her and her pal were firing peas at customers through pea shooters.
No, but I thought it was this movie she did that in.
No, it was when she worked there. And her and her pal got the sack. That's when your boss could actually go up and say, you're sacked. Whereas nowadays I think there has to be like a process.
A long-winded process.
Can you imagine that warning? I hear you've been firing peas at customers. Can you imagine that was on your record, your job record?
Pea fire.
Pea fire.
She's a peer. Original House of Wax had to be on the list. Creature from the Black Lagoon's probably most visually stunning.
Oh,
Universal monster.
Blue Lagoon just for a laugh. I thought you were going to do it.
No Brooke Shields in this one. But the scene where he's swimming upside down underneath her, when she swims, is still amazing to me. I don't know how they did it with the technology and like the effects that they had back then. It's just amazing.
When you think of like, obviously a low budget film nowadays is probably like the equivalent of a high budget film back then, and you see some underwater camera work in a low budget film that's still pretty good, but it's not as good as what they did back then, and like it must have been quite new underwater camera work,
and it's amazing
at the time, and it is amazing.
I mean, these are not scary films as such, but they're just masterpieces, and that's why they're on here. Night of the Living Dead. It's weird, like Night of the Living Dead's probably my favourite George Romero movie. It's like the kind of first proper zombie film. There was obviously voodoo zombies before that, but I just absolutely love this movie. I love that there's a hidden racial undertone to it in the way that the story's told, and it still has one of the best endings to a movie ever.
And also I like it as well because it has the people aspect of it. There's zombies, but it's also like the bad person and the good person and all that sort of thing, you know.
And that's what I like about it as well. And as I said, the best ending in a movie, well, not overall best, but one of the best endings. My Bloody Valentine is an amazing slasher flick. I still hope and pray that one day we'll actually get an uncut version over here, because it's cut to ribbons just now.
Saying that, I looked up what a uncut version would cost, and it's something like £30.
It's extortionate. That's why I want somebody to release. So by the way, this is the original My Bloody Valentine. Again, I actually like the remake of My Bloody Valentine, but I've got a soft spot for the original. It's just, as I said, it's silly fun, but it's got some inventive deaths in it. It's just a shame we don't fully get to see them because it was cut to ribbons. But yeah, it's a good slasher, really good slasher film. New York Ripper. I don't really know why there was so many scenes cut out of this movie as well. Okay, don't get me wrong, there's some extreme violence in it, but in relation to what we get to see nowadays in violence, I mean, my God, Saw 3, is it? The guy's arms and legs actually snap in front of you, but they cut out a wee nipple slash in this. It could happen when somebody shaves their nipples, you know, in reality. A guy could shave his nipples and have a wee nipple slip, I don't know. It's a woman. A hairy nippled woman, okay? But in relation to the violence that we see now of Brooke Allison, I think a nipple slice isn't that bad.
See, what I think's weird though is that...
See if you ever got the house and like, oh, I had a nipple slice.
I was trying to prove a point and I sliced my nipple off.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's weird that when New York Ripper was made, that the guy who made it intended it to be a comedy. So
because the guy quacks, didn't he?
So
I don't know why I quacked. If the guy who made it intended it to be a comedy, then how bad must his other films be? That one is actually quite good. Well, you've seen a lot of Lucio Fulci stuff.
Oh, Cat in the Brain was awful.
But Zombie Flesh Eaters, which is also his, is very good.
But how could you have made that thinking it was a comedy? Because it isn't a comedy.
No, it's not. It is technically a giallo, pretty much, is the way to put it. But next is Zombie Flesh Eaters, which is again got an excellent underwater scene with a zombie vs a shark. You will never see that again because, well, sharks are endangered and I doubt they're going to have somebody try to bite one underwater. But yeah, I love Zombie Flesh Eaters. I love how it starts. I love how it ends. There's some really gross death scenes in it, like the wood splinter in the eyeball. But these are voodoo zombies, aren't they? Well, I don't think they actually fully explain it, but it's a voodoo island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love Zombie Flesh Eaters. Welcome to Arrow Beach is a movie we only discovered last year. We do.
It looks like it says "Welcome, Mr. Beach."
I think it looks like "Welcome Arrow
Beach." That's what I think. You and your lazy writing.
Welcome, Mr. Beach, featuring Adam Sandler.
Oh, that's his next movie.
The Welcome to Arrow Beach is basically about a hitchhiker played by a very young Meg Foster, who basically gets taken in by a kind of strange guy that owns a house near a beach, and there's more to him than you think. Murder mystery, but yeah, really, really good movie. If you've never seen it, and if you ever happen to go to like HorrorCon, there's a stall that does sell a lot of sort of, now I think they're bootlegs, but they sell a lot of hard to find movies, and that's where we got this. Recommend that you pick it up from them.
I'm surprised it hasn't had a proper release though, because
nobody
Meg
ever talks
Foster is a
about it.
well-known actress, and it was the guy who made it. It was his very last film, so even the story behind how it got made was quite interesting. And there's a lot of really good shots in it. That
It's an amazing movie.
And there's some like death scenes that were quite well done, compared to a lot of other films of the same like genre at the time.
And then the last one on this list is Carrie. Can't have a classic movie list without having Carrie on there. It's an excellent movie. It's so funny.
Carrie.
The original Carrie, the remake is pish.
I was thinking the same as Ginger Snaps. They could have had a wee promo.
A wee tampon advert.
By some TP person.
Don't get caught out like Carrie.
Oh, that's even like the best thing at right then. Don't get caught out like Carrie.
Just chuck loads of tampons.
Plug it up.
Oh, no. Carrie's a classic, and everybody knows the prom scene in that, where obviously the blood. What does the blood symbolise? I wonder. But
you do feel sorry for her though the whole way through the film, and see when she gets her own back, you're like, yes, come on, you just
go
want her
Carrie.
to kill them all.
But yeah, so we'll try and go faster for the next part. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the end. We'll see you in the next part.